function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the Atom Effect. Join the movement.
This is the Atom Effect. Achieve things out of mind.
If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the Atom Effect. Join the movement.
This is the Atom Effect. Achieve things out of mind.
If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet.
Black Adam. Yeah. Adam like a cheat, things is looking like it's out of mind. Like when I had my first baby, yeah, her name is Melody. Leave it on the ground, leave it in the leaf. I've been working hard, ain't been getting sleep, Coley. I could barely sleep, darky on the night, Coley Coles. A scary beast, so I barely speak. Life shit is so temporary, but it's necessary. All my shit is so extemporary. Niggas won't beef, damn that shit is so unnecessary. This Sigma shit is so hereditary. I just lay my granny in the cemetery. I'm black, bitch, I live every day like it's February. God gave me life clarity. Money over everything, even more than the air we breathe. Damn, it's all fake, even charity. No abiding by the rules, politicking had me fucked up. Cause it's all fake, even charity. I need clarity. Funk Uncle Sam, fuck the man who ruling on me. Told the government I'm out of school at 20. Now we celebrating black everything like they putting glue up on me. Yeah, I got a different attitude, I like altitude. Damn, who got the view up on me? Traffic talking on my celly. Traffic talking on my telly. Cause I ain't phony and I live in solitude, but I ain't never lonely. Yeah, adapt to the shit. Whooping all these niggas like I'm Batman and shit. Dash to the cash in the back with a brick. Passing the gas in the back of the whip. Excuse me, holla, don't lose me. Fucking all these hoes like groupies. My life been a bitch, gon' do me. Add a little drink to the mix while I'm smoking on loose leaf. Chasing all these goals, man, my life been a movie. Blew 40 bands in the last few months, so well consume me. Yeah, I'm a vet, like shout out to a dog named Lucy. I've been singing all this shit since 18. A nigga had big dreams, go AT. Shout out to my auntie. Lately, I've been feeling like I need to get saved by the 18. Adam said the day go done, go evil, yeah. Shout out to my T.O. Shout out to a nigga named Rico, yeah. 10 case to the trio. Adam don't need no amigos, ayy. Yeah, running through the money and it's all for the prize of the greed. I'ma make a pact, man, I'll stick it to my creed. I'ma buy a coat and they all move for their feet. I can see these hoes, man, I'm blind like a geek. Looking in the mirror, it's like I already see. I'm reliving life, I don't really wanna die, cause I know the ground coming for the beat. I can go out bad, man, I'm challenging the past, it was calling me a freak. Now I got my foot up on the gas and it's green. Chasing all my goals to the team DG. This is not for show, this is bait to the toe, man, they better go vote when I run for the throne. I'm a penny black, I'm in love with my own.
Shout out to everybody tuned in. If you tuned in, you are the resistance, you are the core. This is the Blac Pill podcast. Let's go. Let's do it. Ladies, are you in here? Shout out to the women.
Hello.
What up, ladies? Y'all know what it is. Your boy BA, I'm in the building. Let me pull myself up. Boom. We in here, man. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy. Man. Yo, man, life been lifing right now, guys. Pray for me. That's all I can say. Pray for me, man. Pray for me, my ninjas. Pray for me, and hopefully I'll bear some good news. Please pray for your boy. Pass that shout out to everybody. Y'all know what it is. This the Blac Pill podcast. Make some noise. I actually took a break from the gym this week, guys, so that way my muscle could like get time to relax so I could rebuild my muscle, because it's like at some point in time you kind of stagnate if you don't rest properly. So I haven't really been resting properly, so I was kind of stagnating. So I chose to take a little break. I'm back to it. If I look a little smaller, like y'all know what it is, I'm trying to lose weight. I'm 255 now, not 260 no more. 5 pounds, ninja. And with the things I had planned, I'll probably be losing some more weight. But besides the point, shout out to everybody who's part of the core. And if you want to be part of the core, shout out to Rumble. What up, Rumble? We got you in the building. I should have put this in Rumble too. Let me go put it in Rumble real quick. But if you want to be a part of the core, let me see. Can I copy this message? No, I cannot. Here we go. Control C. I was saying, if you want to be a part of the core, you can choose to step into the core, but that's a choice you make on your own. I have it pinned in the description box in YouTube. That's your choice. If you guys want to step in there, that's up to you. Past that, shout out to everybody that tuned in. Like I said, we got a good show for you guys today. Today's show is about Diddy's prosecutors adding 16 potential jurors, mostly men, for the federal trial. Yup. Yes, sir. That's today's main event. So with that being said, without further ado, let me put this away. 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 Let's get into today's show. For those of you who are new here, we like to see what's popping off on the internet. Things I like to bring you from my algorithm, because everybody has their own personal algorithm. We all got the same social media though, right? We got the same social media, but this is just stuff from my algorithm, and I bring it here to bring it to you guys on the show. Shout out to everybody that send us stuff. You guys can follow me and send me stuff. But supposedly they have GTA 6 officially being added to the PlayStation Store. Ninja. We litty, Ninja. They trying to make their money now, and they're going to add a whole bunch of add-ons and keep adding more money, so they're going to end up making $400 off of us. You heard it here first on the Blac Pill, bro. You heard it here first on the Blac Pill.
But what the hell, bro?
I already see it coming, bro. That's probably why they pushed it, because... My bad, y'all. They probably pushed it because they took so long to make it. They got to go make that money back. And this is just a conspiracy. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I do question. And I always tell you guys, question everything until you have to question yourself. And at that point, you do course correction, which we do on Wednesdays here on the Blac Pill. So y'all know what it is. I could come through. Oh, shit. I hit the wrong button. My bad, Ninja. Man, we may as well play it. That's how I look then. Anyways, like I said, yeah, so they're going to try and make that money back, because you don't know, based off of their projections, when they're going to put out GTA 7, because they put it out too fast. Ninjas is not going to buy it. So they got to go make a shebang of money. So they're going to have a whole bunch of DLCs, cheat codes, all this extra ish. You're going to see that, and you heard it here first on the Blac Pill. Let's go to an Adam experience to see what's popping off here. I got 2 requests. I told you guys, hey man, you better follow me. First off, follow me and tell me you follow me for my show. Don't send me requests. We not answering nothing no more. I'm gonna go to it and I'm gonna delete it. I'm not finna even respond. They keep trying to request me. Don't talk to me, bro. And look at my followers. Y'all help me get my followers up. We got 7,000 subscribers here on YouTube. Come on now. We got all these subscribers on YouTube. Ninjas follow for the music. You may as well follow the rest of me. Follow me on Instagram. On Instagram, I only have 322 subscribers, my ninja.
What the hell, boy?
You may as well follow me. Ninja's still trying to reach out to me. Don't reach out to me. I want nothing to do with you. All right, so let's see. Where do we start first? We have an assistant principal, and this is an old story. I'm sure we got all the same social media. You feel me? This is an old story where the assistant principal has a teenage student rub her feet at school. Ninja. Weird behavior, I'm telling you. But I'm gonna tell you guys a story of how I had corporal punishment done to me at school. Yes, it happened to me too, my ninja.
What the hell, boy?
Yep, I'm gonna tell you guys a story. Anyways, let me play this for you. Here we go. Oh, and also answer the poll in the live chat. Shout out to YouTube. If you are on YouTube, answer that poll for me. Tell us what you think in the comments as we gear up towards the main event. Here we go.
Feet Lork took off her shoes, put it in the young boy's lap, and told the young boy to rub her feet. You know, you just can't make this up, man. Life is stranger than fiction now. Here's Dr. Kevia Lork, an assistant principal, one of the top administrators at the school. A young boy accused of throwing paper in class, 13 years old. The method she chose to discipline him after being sent to the office was not putting a young man in a classroom for bad behavior, for bad behaving young men, not stripping him of privileges, not suspending him, but she told him to rub her funky feet. So Dr. Funky Feet Lork took off her shoes.
Yeah, it's a repeat. All right, man. So look, man, first things first, that's disgusting.
But what the hell, boy?
That's disgusting. Now I've had similar situations like this. First off, what's up with these teachers these days, bro? These teachers be tripping, bro. These teachers be freaky. First off, all the women, men, all you people need to go find people around your age. Okay, let's just start there. Secondly, yeah, I had to let that be known. Secondly, first off, I have mixed opinions, but I'm gonna tell you guys a story about what happened to me when I had corporal punishment when I was in 2nd grade. First off, I used to be a bad kid. My dad will tell you. Shout out to Papa Black. I was a bad kid. So my dad would tell me, oh, you know, cause my dad had to go to work and my dad was in school while he was raising me and my brother. So my granny used to help raise us, make sure sleep in peace. And my granny used to sometimes come to the school, you know, put the belt on the table back when I was allowed, or when I was going. I wasn't going after a while, so then she stopped beating us. But yeah, so, you know, she put the belt on the table and she'll sit in the back of the class and just watch me. And they let her in. And, you know, they knew my parents well. A lot of you don't know, Papa Blac is a professor, so they know my parents well. So, you know, I had kind of like a chip on my shoulder to be extra good. But yeah, man, I remember this wasn't even, I think this was first grade or second grade. Yeah, I was behaving bad in the lunchroom, and then this lady, like, it was a couple of us. You know what this lady did? So they was watching a Bionicle movie. Who remembers Bionicles? You remember Bionicles? I just exposed my age. If you remember Bionicles, it was a Bionicle movie. Like, it was like I don't remember what it was called, but it was a Bionicle movie with like a white Bionicle with the mask or whatever, and they was trying to find a Bionicle. I can't remember the whole parts of the movie, but this was a pivotal point in my life, people. So, you feel what I'm saying? So I was being bad in class. So what the lady did, and me and the other people that was being bad, she made us form a line while she was eating a big bag of chips and made us smell her breath. Ninja, I cannot make this up. I can't make this up, bro. I can't make this up, bro. I looked at this lady like, you have lost your mind. She made us form a line while everybody was watching the movie, because we all wanted to see the movie. So the kids that were good got to see the movie. It was like 7 or 8 of us. We was in a line standing while everybody sitting down watching the movie with popcorn, pizza party, and we all getting Cheeto breath in our face. And to this day, my ninja, I still love some hot Cheetos, okay? I still love some hot Cheetos, all right? Don't judge me. Was it because of her? Was it because of her? Who knows? But I still eat me a bag of Hot Puffs, okay? So yeah, man, this teacher, I don't know. Let's see what the comments say. They said she's trying to humiliate him and emasculate him while seducing him. I bet she has a pattern. Yep, that's a little bit weird. Dr. Funky Feet is diabolical. When he explains the situation, it'll be so funny. Yeah, like I said, ninjas is weird out here in these streets. Let's see what else we got popping off. We got Jay-Z filing an amended lawsuit against Jane Doe, the accuser, over her fiery TikTok. Ninja. What? Let's see. So Jay-Z has a new beef with his Jane Doe accuser, even though she dropped her lawsuit. And for those of you who don't know what this is about, there was a point in time, and we discussed this on the Blac Pill. You guys got to go find the stream. We got too many streams to count. I stopped counting after a while. You can actually go and see. But there was a time where Jay-Z was accused along with Diddy. It's around that time. I think it's around Christmas we had those streams. It was Diddy, Jay-Z, and the Dark Side of Fame. And we was trying to figure out what was going on. And I told you guys, you know, everybody's innocent until proven guilty on the Blac Pill. Because the Blac Pill is this: smoke, mirrors, and truth. Take the Blac Pill and see for yourself. So we don't judge. We try not to judge. You know, at the end of the day, we have our own personal beliefs and opinions. But we try not to judge too much, because, you know, people going through it. And I said this earlier in today's stream when I dropped the GTA trailer, and you guys can go check that out as well. You know, we're just starting now to come out of barbarianism, if you know what that is. And what I mean by that is, you know, society hasn't been, and society's still not civil. Let me just put that out there. That's facts. But society is starting to reach a place of civility. And I think when the robots come in and take over, not to be weird and not to fearmonger or be a conspiracy theorist, no, I'm an intellectual. That's why I say this. When AI takes over, I think society will be forced to become civil, because it's probably going to be us against them once they get to that point of sentience. And that's further in the future. I'm speaking into the future, even though it's the present. But with that being said, yeah, we discussed this, and it's like I said, man, you know, it's tough, because when people throw dirt on your name, it's hard to get rid of dirt on your name, especially when it's not true, because people are still going to look at you a certain way. So there are people who are believing this woman as she goes around and says these things, and she's standing by her story, which is what she's bragging about on social media. So we're going to go to TikTok and see what they're talking about. But yeah, Jay-Z filed an amended lawsuit, and we're going to go look into that right now. You guys bear with me. Like I said, answer that poll in the chat. Let us know what you think. It's all good. Here we go. TikTok. Let me see TikTok. Boom. All right, let's see. Jay-Z amended lawsuit. Here we go.
Jay-Z is now suing over TikToks and Wikipedia edits. His accuser dropped her lawsuit, but then allegedly posted a TikTok, defiantly standing by her rape claim. So, Jay-Z amended his defamation suit against her and her lawyer. He's also claiming the lawyer's firm made over 100 positive edits to his Wikipedia page to boost his image and trash Jay-Z's rep. The lawyer calls it laughable and super weak. This legal war is getting wild.
Let me see if we got more on it. Here we go.
Jay-Z is claiming he's down a jaw-dropping $200 million, and he's blaming attorney Tony Busby.
Crazy.
This whole mess started after a rape lawsuit Busby brought against Hov was dropped. Now Jay-Z's hitting back hard.
Hold up. Who's Hov?
But what the hell, boy?
Who's Hov, people?
You what?
Who's Hov? His name is Hov. Hov. H to the Izzo, V to the Izzy, my ninja. Put some respect on the name, ninja. Ninja's talking about Hov. Who's Hov?
With an amended defamation suit saying Busby's claims were a false, malicious lie that cost him big. So where's that $200 million figure coming from? Hov says he lost out on at least 20.
Ninja. Who's Hov?
You need to leave.
Yo. You gotta be a new age. Hey, this the new generation. Hey, new generation. Shout out to the youngins. Hey, man, his name is Hov, okay? H to the Izzo, V to the Izzy, for shizzle my nizzle. And I don't remember the rest of the song, but it's H to the Izzo, V to the Izzy. Okay? Who's Hov? Ninja, I got no clue who Hov is, my ninja.
What the hell, boy?
$20 million from sports and entertainment contracts that could have been worth much more.
Yep.
Add to that a personal credit line of $55 million and a massive $115 million loan. All gone, according to the new court documents, because of...
Yep. So that's why Tony Busby got to win. Shout out to Tony Busby. Like I said, we won't judge him neither. We do think that he may or may not have an agenda, but at this point, he better win that case against Diddy and make some money, because if he doesn't, this ninja's cooked. Here we go.
damaging allegations. He's been on this since March, right after the original suit was dismissed, and apparently he's got all sorts of receipts. Fans are totally backing him, basically telling him to go get that money.
Yeah, go get them. Hey, man. Hey, I love it when a black man get paid. What song is that? Oh, shout out to J. Cole. I love it when a black man gets paid. And plus they like your song, and I respect that. The one that did this to Lil Pump. What's it called? 1985, I arrived. Yeah, man, it feel like 1985 all over again. Here we go.
Says Busby's actions seriously damaged his reputation and Rock Nation's business deals.
Facts.
This legal battle is far from over, and it looks like Hov is ready to fight tooth and nail.
All right, for the last time, my ninja, it's Hov. What y'all ninjas talking about? Who's Hov? Who's Hov, ninja? I have no idea who Hov is. I never heard of Hov.
For what he believes he's owed.
Anyways, that's pretty much the story right there. We'll keep you guys updated on that one as well. Let's get back to Instagram. And that's what's going on TikTok. I'm not going to pull up what she said because, like I said, and we put a disclaimer in every single description that we have here on the podcast. You know, everything is alleged based off of the commentary. First off, this is entertainment commentary. Let's just start there. Okay? Hey, none of this is true. We're just entertaining people. This is entertainment. You know, people work. We're trying to help these people get through their job. You feel me? Past that, what I was going to say. Oh, we have a disclaimer in every description box saying this is for entertainment purposes only. Everything's alleged based off of the given information on social media or various medias. Okay, so don't put me in it. I ain't got no money. I ain't talking like I got it, ninja. I ain't effing got it, ninja. Okay, and that's the truth.
What the hell, boy?
That's the truth. That is the truth. All right, let's see what else we got. So we have Gilbert Arenas' son. Shout out to I can't remember the ninja's name. Is it a Johnny? Nah, it's not a Johnny. Ija, what's the ninja name? Whatever his name is, shout out to Gilbert Arenas' son. He came out the coma. We discussed this before. Congrats. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations to the youngin'. So they put him into a medically induced coma, and Gilbert Arenas was on a podcast describing why. Here we go. And basically what it was too. Well, I'm gonna let him explain it. What's his son's name? I don't remember his son's name, but here we go.
The coma?
Oh yeah, his name is Ija or what's his name? Elijah. Shout out to Elijah. If I'm saying it right, yeah, it's Elijah. Or Ali, because it's spelled with an A. So shout out to Elijah or Ali or Ali. Who knows? Shout out to the black people. Shout out to my ninjas, man.
My nigga.
Shout out to my ninjas. Here we go.
Yeah, because he was a little stronger than they thought, and he was waking up, going crazy. So they put him in an induced coma, just to get the air. I guess was it Sid? They were getting the smoke and all of that out of his.
Sid.
But what the hell, boy?
Sid. I think he meant suit. I think he meant soot. Suit. S-O-O-T. Ninja says Sid. What is Sid? What's wrong with these ninjas? Maybe it is Sid. I don't know, but yep, Gilbert Arena says there were angels watching over his son the morning of his terrifying accident. And he was trapped in there for 12 minutes, which is insane, my ninja. That's insane. But hey, like I said, one more time, we're gonna clap for him. Hopefully he makes, they say he's gonna make a full recovery. So shout out to him. Like I said, he's a youngin'. We always gotta look out for the younger community. Shout out to the younger generation of America, and shout out to our kids of America, because the kids of America are our precious cargo. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's continue.
Okay.
So I guess he was in a car. It looked like about 10, 12 minutes.
Just inhaling that.
Just inhaling that, yeah.
But what the hell, boy?
All right, well, that's good to hear. And he's still going to USC?
Of course.
Okay.
And, he did, his sense of humor was still there when he was waking up, and he asked, where is he? And was like, oh, you're at the UCLA hospital. And he wrote, tell Muss I'm sorry that I'm at UCLA. I'm like, not right now.
Well, good for him for being in good spirits. Let's continue what's going on with this industry. So we got Giannis wanting to play in Los Angeles, New York, or Miami if he leaves the Milwaukee Bucks. Ninja, I'm out in the Big T. What up, Texas? I'm in Texas with it. What up, Texas? But y'all ninjas know I'm a Miami boy at heart. Florida, Dade County, born and raised in the county of Dade, my ninja. Okay? All right, so if Giannis want to go down to Miami, ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm with it. Are the Rockets still playing? Nah, it's too soon. I think the Rockets lost. Yeah, I think they lost. The Rockets lost to the Golden State Warriors, I believe. But hey, man, Giannis, you trying to come down to Miami? Hey, come through, bro. Come through. I got the fam out there. I know people out there will give you a good time. Big pause.
What the hell, boy?
Big pause, because I know that sounded wild before it left my mouth and my head. But anyways, continuing on, we discussed GTA earlier on the earlier live stream. So these are the new graphics. Let me see if I can make it bigger for you guys. I can make it bigger, but let me see. Yeah, all right, I'm right here, ninja. So don't get your panties in the wash. Shout out to all the ladies. I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to the men. Anyways, here we go. So yeah, these graphics are insane. I'm doing the filibuster of my voice, by the way. These are not concepts, people. These are not concept art. This is actual gameplay footage. Ninja, one time for Rockstar. One time for Rockstar. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. One time for Rockstar, my ninja. Yeah, this is not concept. These are not concept arts. This is actual footage. And it's back at the crib. Like I said, Miami-Dade County. Also the Everglades. Shout out to South Dade. Shout out to Hialeah. Shout out to Lil Haiti. Y'all know what it is, man. I can't wait to play. We will be playing that on the live stream. We probably going to be doing a 24-hour live stream on that one. Or I don't know what we doing, but it's a bunch of stuff. They talk about servers, trying to find a way to make people make money on there. Hey, man, we're going to be doing whatever they got going on. All right, so Diddy, we're going to leave Diddy for a little bit. Shout out to the truckers. One time for the truckers of America. Ninja. Yo, AI is coming, bro. Let me show y'all proof. AI is coming. AI right here. We have Aurora. I can't pronounce the name properly. Launches commercial self-driving trucks. A self-driving truck service on I-45 in Houston. Ninja. Ninja. We cooked, bro. I told y'all we cooked. I told y'all the AI is coming, bro. Here we go.
Last week on the I-45 Houston-Dallas corridor,
we did something no one in the world has ever done before.
Aurora Innovation had a semi-truck without a human driver haul frozen pastries on its own. The first time a company has operated a commercial self-driving service with heavy...
Now, let me stop it right here. Ninja, if a rich person that got money to invest, shout out to the scammers, drug dealers, and all that. Ninja, listen to me. Listen to me, Ninja. If you got money to invest, come talk to me. Holla at me. We're gonna speak in person though, because I know you might be doing some shady-ish. Okay, I know. It's okay. It ain't my business. It ain't my business. Like I always tell y'all, I'm a square. I want no part. But if you got money you can afford to lose to zero, Ninja, come talk to me. I got ideas. Invest into this business. I'll give you 30% of profits. You'll get 60% of profits for the first year. Ninja, I got me an idea, my ninja. I'm telling you, this is gonna create the next set of millionaires. If you got money, invest into this. And if you invest into this because of your boy, please throw me a little stack if you make you some good money, bro. What's 100? What's 100 G? What's 100 large? You feel me? I know that's a lot, but come on, bro. Come on, bro. If I had that money, that's what I'd be doing with my time. I'll be getting them contracts. But like I said, I got the brain. I got the vision. So Ninja, if you trying to do that, Ninja, hit my line. Hit my line. Hit my line. Hit my line. Come on, bro. Hit my line, Ninja. I got the vision. I got the vision. I seen this coming. Here we go.
Trucks on public roads. Last week on the I-45 Houston-Dallas corridor.
We did something no one in the world has ever done before.
All right, so we already seen it. That's pretty much it. Let's continue. Yeah, man. Hey, Ninja, hit my line, bro. Don't be shy. Hit my line. Don't be shy. Hit my line. Is there anything else I want to show you before we get to the main event? No, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Oh, I wanted to show you these kids. Why I hate to show kids on the net? Because you ninjas is pedos out here. I don't like that weird ish. Yeah, them ninjas crazy, bro. But we gonna show this little funny video before we get to the main event of people playing with the metaverse or playing in the quote unquote unregistered or unaccessible metaverse. Because I mean, you know, if you got the little camera thing, you could play in it, but that's not what this is what I see the future becoming, guys. I know, follow me for a second. I know this sounds crazy. So the future is going to be us like the Matrix, like cogs in a machine. We're going to be connected to these and we're going to go work from home. Now, look, it may sound crazy. Before you leave, listen to what I'm saying. So imagine if we run out of chances for humans to work, how are they going to allow humans to work? How are humans still going to make money? Boom, there's the solution. And like I said, this is game I'm giving. I could charge for this. If anything, I'll go to these companies, but I ain't got no, leverage. I ain't got no leverage, right? So look, follow me. Ninjas can't work. They can pay, they'll pay UBI, but okay, so what do? I see a spider. Hold on, I see a spider. Die. Get away from me, little spider. Anyways, yeah, so what do you do when ninjas need to make money? How are they gonna make money? And I got the perfect solution. You'll turn around and use Wi-Fi to connect ninjas to computers. And it's not gonna work at first, but once they perfect it, you'll connect the ninja to be able to control the robot from the crib. You heard it here first on the Blac Pill, okay? You heard it here first on the Blac Pill. Because once the robots start to phase out people, what's the solution? How do we get people back into the workforce? Easily. You connect the robot with one of these things and you give them a controller. Now it's like playing video games, except ninjas going to work. And not everybody's going to want to do it. There are going to be people who take UBI, but it's like I said, that's a smart way to keep people working. And that way people slowly accept the robot shift and the robot change. Now we have people working at the same time. It's still humans working. Humans are going to be okay. So like I said, here we go with this video. Let's have a little laugh. Here we go. Oh.
But what the hell, boy?
Dude, I'm done.
Oh.
What the hell, boy?
Should I just run and jump up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, he did?
Uh-oh.
But what the hell, boy?
Oh. And look.
You guys being here with a drill.
But what the hell, boy?
And look, this is what I'm telling y'all, right? Guys, this is why I say cogs in the machine, so follow me for a second. Cogs in the machine, because unless they give us one of those, now if they give us one of those, we're really controlling the robots. But like I said, cogs in the machine, because we're probably going to be sitting down using these controllers, because if we're standing up, we're going to get into one of these situations and predicaments. All right, let's get to the main event, man. Shout out to everybody. Let's get to the main event. Y'all answer that poll in the chat. Main event, Diddy's prosecutors add 16 potential jurors, mostly men, for the federal trial. And here we go. All right, so main event time. Let's get it. Yeah, so Diddy's prosecuted, blah blah. I said it so many times, I'm tired of saying it. Let me put this away real quick. 4444. All right, let's go to TikTok. TikTok is the best place. I'm not gonna say for information, but it's the most interesting place for entertainment and information. Infotainment, if you will, my ninja. Where's TikTok? Let me see. TikTok. Boom. All right. Interact. Let me see. Let's see. Diddy 16 jurors. And then we'll go to the internet. Here we go.
So I'm just leaving federal court on a very
lady, you are loud, my lady.
Rainy day of jury selection, day one for the Sean Combs trial. The judge is hoping to see about 40 jurors so that they can narrow it down. 18 is the magic number. They need 12 jurors and 6 alternates. Combs acknowledged that.
All right, so we already got 16, by the way, and here's proof. I'll show you guys proof because this is based off of the information of the internet. Let me go to Google. Diddy jurors. Oh shit, they got Diddy trial celebrities named. Wait, what? Let's see what's going on here. All right, so Diddy's trial begins as potential jurors ask if they are familiar with Michael B. Jordan, Kanye West, Kid Cudi, Mike Myers, and more celebrities. Ninja.
But what the hell, boy?
All right, let's see. So the jury selection for Sean Diddy Combs traffic trial began Monday morning in New York as the media circus surrounded the courthouse in Lower Manhattan. 150 potential jurors were asked to fill out a questionnaire that gauged their knowledge of Combs, their views on law enforcement, whether they have experienced an assault before, and more. They were also given a list of at least 190 people, including celebrities and public figures, and asked to indicate which names they recognize. Okay, that's a smart way to do it. I still don't trust it. I don't think it's a fair trial because a jury of his peers, they all have to be people with money, right? Because the jury of his peers is not people with no money. They all got to be people with money because he could potentially bribe these people. Among the names that came on the list are Michael B. Jordan, Kanye West, Mike Myers, and Kid Cudi. It's unclear how the names on the list relate to the Combs trial, if at all. Combs is known to have hosted big Hollywood parties and was well connected among celebrities. Prosecutors believe that Kid Cudi, for one, is a victim of a car bombing committed by Combs in 2011. Ninja. We heard about that story and we discussed it. And supposedly it was because Cassie was starting to come on to was trying to come on to Kid Cudi. If you don't know who Kid Cudi is, shout out to the new generation. I'm gonna sing it for you. I'm in the pursuit of happiness and I know I'll be fine once I get it. I'll be good. I'm in the pursuit of happiness. I'm not the best singer, but I mean, it is what it is. So, during that time, the pursuit of happiness rapper was romantically involved with Combs' longtime ex-girlfriend. Dang, that ninja got jealous. Hey, gentlemen, pull up. You listening, gentlemen? Are you listening? Ladies, what's up? You in here? Gentlemen, are you listening?
Hello.
Yeah, gentlemen, don't get jealous, man. Jealousy is a terrible trait to have. It's not worth it. It will land you in situations like this. Not specifically like this, but situations like this. A source familiar with the case indicates to Variety, which is a magazine, that Jordan will not be a witness. I guess they're referring to Michael B. Jordan. Yeah, he's not going to be a witness. The Sinners actor went on a date with Ventura in 2015, and Combs was said to be upset about it. Ninja.
But what the hell, boy?
All right. Other names listed included Destiny's Child singer Michelle Williams, actor Lauren London, singer Dawn Richards, singer-producer Dallas Austin, and many of Combs' family members. A surprising number of potential jurors indicated that they were not familiar with any of the names. They capping, bruh. They capping. I'm here to tell you they capping. They just want to see what's going on, and they gonna turn around and be posting all about it on social media and all that good stuff. If I could go, I'd go. I'm gonna be real. Combs' trial is expected to last at least 8 weeks. Damn, that's kind of quick. Excuse me. Jury selection will take place until May 12th, which is when opening arguments will likely occur, and that's next week. Excuse me. My bad, guys. I got the hiccups. We're gonna keep you updated on that. 1 second. Forgive me, man. I need to drink down the hiccups. Hopefully I don't hiccup again. 32 prospective jurors were interviewed by Judge Arun, I don't know how to pronounce his name, Subramanian, on Monday. They were given the option to discuss sensitive or personal questions in a private sidebar with just the judge, court reporter, and 2 attorneys from each party. Several of the potential jurors detailed being assaulted or harassed in the past. They were asked if their experience would prevent them from making an impartial judgment, and most said no. They're lying yet again. You're gonna make an impartial judgment. For example, I'm gonna give you guys an example. You know, I'm not gonna say I've been in the streets, but I dibbled and dabbed, right? And I'm not saying it like it's cool. That's why I'm squared now. I've been jumped before multiple times. I feel I have no respect for people that jump people, because if you fight in packs against somebody that's by themselves, yeah, I understand the power tactic of it all, but I have no respect for that, especially when the jumping's not expected. So I've been set up before, and I'm always going to be impartial to people who try and set people up. I feel nothing for those kind of people. Those are low-level people in my eyes, and it's because I've been jumped before by them kind of people. So, I mean, hey, you feel me? That's just, I don't want to refer to myself in the third person, but I'm going to. That's just Black Adam keeping it real, okay? I'm keeping it real. If you can't fight somebody straight up and you try and set somebody up, you're a low level person in my eyes. That's just what it is. I'm an adult now. So I mean, hey, and they're just gonna do what they do. I can't save everybody. I can save the people who potentially find their way to my page. But like I said, power moves. So I get it. The majority said they have received harassment trainings as mandated by their employers. Doesn't matter. As many said they had seen the hotel surveillance video obtained by CNN and that allegedly shows Combs assaulting Ventura. You're biased. CNN's copy of the video will not be used as evidence in the trial. Ninja. So they're not going to use the CNN's copy of the video, but it's possible the original footage will be discussed or shown. Ninja. That's big deal. That's big news. One potential juror is a photo producer at HBO who has worked on series including The White Lotus and The Last of Us. Her employment at the cabler caused concern among the defense as a negative docuseries about Combs, The Fall of Diddy, streamed on Max earlier this year. The judge overruled the defense application to excuse the juror, but she is still currently in the pool of potential picks. Another potential juror, a marketing executive. My bad, guys. I got to go through this because people want to know. And I mean, you know, shout out to everybody that watch main media, and shout out to everybody that watch the independent content creators like us. Appreciate you. One of the biggest cases of this decade, if not the biggest case of this decade, people. So let's continue. Another potential juror is a marketing executive at Simon & Schuster. Don't know what that is. And they were excused due to her proximity to an upcoming memoir by Al B. Schur, who in his books lobs allegations of gang stalking and offing threats against Combs. Yeah, I've been around people like that too. I feel no love for them. I'm biased. One potential juror sparked laughs from the press area when she was lightly grilled on a shoplifting incident when she was 16 years old. Ninja, that's why I tell you I'm a square. Ninja. Trying to tell you, ninjas, they watching, bro. Each person was required to disclose whether they had been convicted of a crime. The juror said she stole an item from the Wizarding World of Harry Potter at Universal Studios in Hollywood. She was fined and prevented from returning to the amusement park for 1 year. Answering a separate question, this juror also owned up to liking an Instagram clip in which a stand-up comedian made a funny joke about the hundreds of bottles of baby oil seized from Combs' property in a raid. At least they ain't playing no games about it. So I guess she got barred, right? Let me see. She was a potential juror. I don't know if she got barred, but Combs is facing 5 counts. We already discussed it. 1 for racketeering, 2 for trafficking, and 2 for transportation to engage in prostitute. You know what? Okay, you know what? If he is convicted on any or all counts, Combs could spend the rest of his life in prison. Since 2023, he's been hit with more than 70 civil lawsuits accusing him of sexual misconduct. We already know a good portion of those is not real. We don't, you know, a blind person can tell that. These are about money. Like I said, we're not biased here on the Blac Pill though. You know, everybody's innocent until proven guilty. We're assuming that some of these things are a money grab, right? And the reason why we assumed that, we came to that conclusion when Jay-Z was brought into the picture, and it was by Jane Doe, who didn't want to reveal her name. And then afterwards, she recused her statement, and then, you know, she signed the paper. You know what it is. Like I said, need I say more? Let's go back to Google because I want to find the potential jurors, which they came out with that information. 1 second, let me pull it up. Properties. Google. Here we go. All right, let's see. Interact, Diddy, jurors, 16. My bad, y'all. News. All right, so juror selection in Diddy Combs trial nears completion. Here we go. 1 second. Let me see something. All right, so a jury is expected to be in place on Wednesday, which is tomorrow. Lawyers told a federal judge after dozens of prospective jurors were questioned over 2 days to see if they could judge the music mogul fairly. Let me see. Do we have a video? We don't have a video. My bad. I'm just looking. The lawyers measured the progress made over 2 days. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to find the meat and potatoes. Big pause.
But what the hell, boy?
Let me see. The Bad Boy Records founder has been held without bail. Numerous possible jurors were disqualified on Tuesday after answering questions in ways that left lawyers and the judge to believe they could not be fair and unbiased. One man was dismissed after expressing doubt that he could follow an order by a judge to not smoke MJ for the duration of the trial. Ninja, man, bring me there, bro. What? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Bro, this is a farce. This is the world we live in, man. This is your society, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the world we live in. The society we live in, guys, is a farce. Imagine Ninja talking about MJ in a court of law. Is that legal in New York? Maybe it's legal in New York. I don't know. But Ninja can't stop smoking just for the duration of the trial. Hey, man. Look, the judge said he was honest, afterwards laughing. Throughout the day, Combs seemed engaged with the process. Sometimes he was the first to rise from his chair, blah, blah, blah. Several who were eliminated from the jury pool had seen or heard media reports related to the case, including some who saw a video in which Combs was hitting and kicking one of his accusers. You already know what that was. One man who had written on a questionnaire that the video left him with an impression of an angry, hostile person who's entitled, was not dismissed from the jury pool. Ninja, they trying to do him in, bro.
What the hell, boy?
They trying to do this ninja in. I'm gonna repeat that slowly. One man, we'll start right here. Several who were eliminated from the jury pool had seen or heard media reports related to the case, including some who said they saw a video in which Combs was hitting and kicking one of his accusers in a Los Angeles hotel hallway in 2016.
You what?
One man who had written on a questionnaire that the video left him with an impression of an angry, hostile person who is entitled was not dismissed from the jury pool. They trying to do this ninja in. That is not fair. That is bias, people. That's bias. If you don't know what bias is, to write that statement and not be eliminated from the jury pool, that is bias. And gentlemen, shout out to the black men that look like me, white men, everybody else, my Latino brothers. What up, gang? But I have to talk to the ninjas that look like me. Gentlemen, if you look like me or a variation of my skin tone, I'm really dark, and that's why I be trying to tell y'all ninjas. Look, bro, stay away from the court, because if you get judged by a jury of your peers, these people may not even potentially like you because of your skin tone. I'm not saying this is a race thing, okay? Let me just stop right there. I'm just saying, if you could not be in that position, stay away from that. Don't put yourself in that position, bro. This ninja about to be potentially judged by somebody who sees him as an entitled, angry, hostile person. Bruh, you already know where his vote's going, bro. That's insane. That is insane. And I'm not defending Diddy. First off, let's stop right there. We won't defend none of this. We won't condone none of this. Gentlemen, don't act like that. I'm saying don't put yourself in that position. You don't want to be judged by a court of your peers, because deep down inside, them ninjas could be lying, bro. They could be sitting there trying to answer the right question. And honestly, the reality of the situation is, when it comes to sitting in a trial, when you're judged by a jury of your peers that aren't randomly selected, and in this case, they can't be randomly selected, you're trying to answer, if you have a test, you're trying to answer the test correctly. No? Am I right? You're trying to answer the test correctly. So them ninjas could just put all the right answers and be thinking something completely different, and you'll never know, and they'll say it's okay. So yeah, that's insane. After the video aired on CNN last year, Combs apologized, saying, "I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I was disgusted when I did it. I'm disgusted now." In a court filing on Tuesday, prosecutors complained that a prominent lawyer, the father of one of the lawyers on Combs' legal team, had a long-standing relationship with Combs and seemed to be acting as an advisor to the star and the defense team, even as he spoke out about the case repeatedly on his podcast. Hey, bro, they trying to do this ninja in. That one statement right there should let you know they trying to do this ninja in. But like I said, main event, right? Main event one time, main event. So what's shocking about this whole situation, my bad if it's lagging a little bit, my Wi-Fi due tomorrow, y'all. But what's shocking about this whole situation is the fact that they said, shout out to TMZ, we're gonna pull it up, that's where we got the info from. I don't know if TMZ is a credible source to you ninjas, but hey man, at this point, half of the shit we see on the internet's fake, so it's good to me. It's good to me. Besides the point, but supposedly or allegedly, right? We're gonna use allegedly because that's the correct terminology. Allegedly, they have 16 jurors who are mostly men. So Diddy, jurors, TMZ. Let's pull it up on TMZ. Shout out to them ninjas. So look, listen to this. Listen to this. Hold on one second. My bad, y'all. I had a hiccup again. Listen to this, boy. Hold on. I got to drink the coffee for this one. Listen, answer the poll in the chat, guys. So the Diddy trial has white and black guys dominating day 2 of the jury selection. Ninja. Yeah, this looking tough for Puff, bro. Shout out to Puff Daddy. I ain't gonna call that ninja daddy, but that's what they call him. So Diddy's defense team and federal prosecutors are adding 16 more potential jurors to the pool, and one of them has strong feelings about the Cassie beatdown video. Ninja, I'm telling you, this ninja's cooked, bro. They try to do this ninja in, and they have it in public spotlight for you guys. Gentlemen, take notes. Take notes. Don't put yourself in this position. If a girl don't want to be with you, I don't care how beautiful she is. She could have my kids. Hopefully, I'll never have a baby mama, though. Shout out to the baby mamas of America. Hey. Like I said, once you hurt me emotionally, you just cut off, because I don't want to put myself in a position where I got to deal with some shit like this. You just cut off. I don't care how bad it hurts me to never speak to you again. I'd rather be hurt with that pain than sitting there in jail fighting for my ass. You heard it here first on the Blac Pill, bro. You heard it here first on the Blac Pill, bro. Ninja don't want to be fighting for his cakes, bro. Ninja's fighting for their cakes in prison, bro. I'm not saying Diddy's going through that, because, you know, Diddy. I mean, shout out to Diddy, but you know Diddy. And shout out to the alphabet boys and girls, the LGBTQIA+. We don't got no beef with y'all. I'm just saying. We ain't got no beef with y'all. I'm just not trying to do that shit, okay? That's just me, though. That's just me, though. But after 2 days of jury selection, there are now a total of 35 people in the jury pool. Today's selection breaks down like this. 5 white men, 4 black men, 3 black women, 2 white women, 1 Latino man, and 1 woman whose ethnicity isn't clear. This ninja's cooked. This ninja's cooked. Imagine if this ninja gets 5 white men and 2 white women and 1 Latino man. Even then, imagine this ninja get 5 white men, 3 black. Oh man, this ninja's cooked. This ninja's cooked. Bro, this ninja's cooked. Hey, gentlemen, take notes. Like I said, we don't do this to make fun of Diddy. We not making fun of Diddy, because honestly, we kind of feel like, I'm not going to say me, I'm going to say the supporters over here feel like there's an agenda against prominent black men, because prominent black men are not the only ninjas doing this. If we live in a world of 10 billion people, there is no way in hell you can tell me that Diddy's the only person engaging in this kind of stuff. Am I right or am I right? Hey, like I said, this ninja the only one that got caught, and that's why I say other communities protect their abusers or whatever. I'm not saying we do the same thing, but this is what I'm saying. When you shed a light on what's going on and ninjas know you for a certain kind of thing, be mindful, bro, because some people ain't gonna like you when you get too greedy, when you get jealous, basically when you sin. And I'm not trying to bring the Bible into this, but when you sinning heavy, you know, when you sinning heavy, they gunning for you, bro. Especially when you got money and power, they gonna gun for you, bro. And that's why when we get this money together, we're giving our money to our supporters. Past that, we're taking care of our supporters. The core is a network. We are creating a network here. That's it, and that's all. Once I build up the pool of money is to take care of all of the core. That's it. Past that, we walking through this bit like we don't know nobody, okay? You heard it here first. We walking through like we don't know nobody. We don't want no beef. Now look, men and women can join the core, but we don't want no beef. We ain't got no time for no beef. You can be married, you can be single, you You could be whatever you are when you come to the core. The core is here to make you better. And that's the goal when we do this. And also, the core is not a cult. We're not a cult. We're not a fraternity. We are not a gang. We're not a gang. I almost said we're a gang. We're not a gang. We're a group of like-minded people trying to move forward together. And the reason why I say that is because we live in a world based on power moves. So the more people who are together, we become stronger together. United we stand, or divided we stand, united we fall. I know they say it backwards. I say it like this. United we stand, divided we fall, because there are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. If you guys been listening and you pay attention, you see how it all comes back full circle. But anyways, continuing on, 1 second. I feel like I gotta sneeze. Continuing on, perhaps the most interesting selection among the group was a man who told the judge he had seen the hotel surveillance video and said Diddy looked very angry and hostile and entitled during the brutal scene. Yeah, that ninja, you already know where that ninja's vote's going, boy. That ninja's, hey, you already know, bro. That is a biased juror if I haven't seen one. The information was not enough for the judge to excuse him. What? Hey, bro. What? That information was not enough for the judge to excuse him. Hey, man, Diddy might be cooked, bro. Obviously, prosecutors would not and didn't take an issue with the juror who has those feelings, but the defense did not object either. All right, so either this ninja's on a payroll. This ninja got to be on a payroll. If that ninja not on a payroll, yeah, bro, that's wild, bro. That's wild, bro. Ninja should have took offense. Bro, I would have took offense. Ninja, you talking about the rest of your life behind bars, ninja. Are you ninjas crazy? You don't have to be on my side, but you cannot be against me, bro. I'm not saying what he did was right, but you cannot be against me when we talking about the rest of my life in prison. Ninja, I have to make it, guys, you understand, like, guys, I'd rather be a free slave. I always discuss it. We're slaves, right? Slavery's changed. It's now a mental kind of thing. You know, we all got to work and it's easier for the government. Like I said, my bad at the stream lagging, but I got to get this piece of mine off my chest or whatever. But yeah, I'd rather be a free slave than a ninja that got to go be in jail with ninjas that be hiding weapons, make you join gangs. Then you got to fight with them. Then you got to fight when you don't want to fight. You could be injured, all that crazy stuff. I want no parts. I want to live a good life. I want to live a good life. You ninjas are insane, bro. And look, I say this proudly, right? The reason why I say this proudly is for a kid that looks like me, right? A kid that looks like me. You know, I'm in my mid to late 20s, 30 approaching, bro. But a kid that looks like me may potentially want to partake in those kind of things because it's been glorified to us and pushed to us. To the kid that looks like me, that sees me, I'm here to tell you, you don't have to be like that. That's society lying to you. Society is lying to you, trying to convince you to be something you're not. You could be like that, right? You can be like that and still change your life. And I'm saying that, right? The reason why I'm saying that is because I'm not saying like Diddy. I'm saying like a thug or a gangbanger or whatever. I done had real deal killers around me, bro. The reason why I could tell y'all this, I'm about to go ham. I'm not gonna rant. I'm finna go ham. The reason why I could tell y'all this is because these ninjas did their time. These are older people that actually committed acts like this and went to prison for it, came out the pen, in and out of jail, in and out of prison, not jail, in and out of prison. And I sat down with them ninjas and them ninjas talked to me because I used to think they were cool. And them ninjas told me to my face, they was like, man, you know, I'm not going to say I got a bad hand or whatever, but you know, if I was you and I had a degree and I had the brain you had, I would run with that motherfucker. That's what they was telling me every single day, bro. Every single day I was trying to do some crazy shit, they would just say that. And they weren't saying it to like little boy me or whatever. They were saying it because that's how they really felt. I felt that from them when they said it to me, like, man, I wish I had, you know, the brain you had and the things you're able to do. I wish I could do those things because my life wouldn't be like this. I wouldn't be in this situation now. And their life wasn't hard, but it was harder than the average person. So it was harder for them to get a job because they got a record, they got a felony, and because they off ninjas. Harder to get a job, harder to maneuver. Anytime you're trying to do something, they got paperwork on you. Most of the time you're getting a no because you're potentially liable to do it again based off of the documentation. And that's why I tell you ninjas, if you look like me, stay away from all that. Them ninjas that's doing that, let them ninjas be cool. Say, hey, what's good? And keep walking, bro. Keep walking on the block. Back when I was in Miami, shout out to my city. Y'all know, bro, I was a big dude. So my dad used to let me out, you know, like try and be home before it's dark. If you home past it's dark, good luck, bro. You know, when the time changed, I used to take the bus everywhere. I used to walk around with the people. That's why I know it's some wild people out here. It's niggas doing crazy-ish. I'm telling you guys, if you look like me, you're a youngin', stay away from all that kind of bullshit. Don't fall for it. Don't end up a actual slave. You're actually gonna be a slave if you end up in jail or prison. Anyways, back to this. My bad, I had to rant real quick. One time for me. My bad, one time for me. Let me see. Of course, it's not a slam dunk that the guy ends up on a 12-person jury. Once they picked enough people for the pool of potential jurors, prosecutors and defense will whittle it down to 18, including the 6 alternates. Prosecutors get 6 preemptory challenges, and the defense gets 10 challenges, which they use to remove potential jurors without showing cause. Worth noting, the jury will not be sequestered for the trial. What the hell does that even mean?
Boy, what the hell, boy?
Let's go look it up. Well, we're learning today, guys. My bad if you wouldn't expect to learn. 1 second. We got to look that up. What does sequestered mean? Hold up 1 second. I got to pull up Google. Google. What does sequestered mean? Okay, so they said the jury will not be sequestered. Oh, so the jury will not be isolated or hidden away. Okay, so we're gonna know who the jury is. Okay, at least that's cool. That's cool. I wonder if that'll affect the trial. But I think personally, you guys want my honest opinion? When it comes to that, I think the reason why they're not sequestering the jury is because I think what they're going to try and do is catch one of these ninjas, either the defense, right? Either the defense or the people accusing Diddy. I think they're going to try and catch one of them trying to potentially, what do they call, not falsify evidence, but basically bribe one of the witnesses or one of the jurors. That's what I think is going to happen. And I think that's why they're trying to allow these people to be seen so they could catch this ninja in the act, because Diddy got a lot of money. And it would make sense that Diddy could just pay this ninja off to say this, pay that ninja off to say that. And he would potentially do it if he could have access to doing so. So I think that's why they're not going to keep these people isolated. Personally, I think these people should be isolated. And the reason why they need to be isolated is because if we know who they are, like I said, whatever happens, people are going to know who they are. And this is too much of a high profile case to let people know who they are. And the best way to describe it, right? The best way to describe it before we go is, and you guys can look this up. We discussed this on my live stream, Trump's Inner Circle. Did you guys know that nobody knows who the Electoral College is?
You what?
You heard it here first. Nobody knows. Nobody knows who the actual Electoral College is. If you know what that is, cool. If you don't, quick story. The Electoral College is people who are appointed for each state, right? You have people, 1 to 2 people, depending on the size of the state. And these people are appointed to go vote for whatever color that state votes for, blue or red, left or right, left wing, right wing. So boom, we don't actually know with these elections if these elections are real. And I'm not saying this to throw y'all off. I'm just saying question everything. So when it comes to the election, whoever wins the majority, the person for that color or that color goes to vote. But the gag is nobody knows who these people are. I think this case should be the same way. I don't think we should know who these people are, so that way nobody can potentially bribe anybody or potentially harm these people after we come to a decision. Anyways, that's it for today's show, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like I say, y'all keep me in y'all prayers, man. If you want to step into the core, the tab's right there. Y'all can do what y'all want to do. Past that, shout out to you if you tuned in, man. If you tuned in, you are the resistance and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We're going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines. We are human beings. Join the Atom Effect. Join the movement. This is the Atom Effect. Achieve things out of mind. We're going to close it out. Let me see. We're going to close it out with Melody. If y'all like this song, it's my song. Y'all go add me to y'all playlist. Y'all know what it is. I'm back in this biddy tomorrow. Y'all listen to the song, man. I go hard in the paint with this ish. Deuces. Thank you for watching. And like I said, step into the core, my ninja. Don't be shy. You must initiate yourself, though. Like I said, we're not a cult, but you must initiate yourself. If you don't initiate yourself, you're not serious about it. And it's okay if you're not serious about it, because the core is not for everybody. The core is for the people who feel like they're alone. The core is for the people who feel like they mean more and want more for themselves in this world. Now I can't find Melody. Would you look at that? That's embarrassing. Let me find it 1 second. I see adapt. Melody. Why can't I see it? Getting dyslexic from being on his computer too much. Ninja. Where is it?
But what the hell, boy?
There it is. Peace.
Damn, you're not speaking English. I don't understand what you saying, but I'm TNK, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Girl, you know what I'm packing. Let's make a movie. Lights, camera, action. I'ma start shooting. Yeah.
Cloud.
Yeah. Hey. You sounding like a melody. I don't understand what you're telling me. Whole different language, whole different melody. Foot to the gas, roasting, I'm pedaling. I'm still meddling, gone for too long. Had to start settling. I've been chilling with Melanie, girl, you my melody. You sounding like a melody. I don't understand what you're telling me. Whole different language, whole different melody. Foot to the gas, roasting, I'm pedaling. I'm still meddling, gone for too long. Had to start settling. I've been chilling with Melanie, girl, you my. I don't even know what this girl's saying now, but she had to get a quick fix, good dick, sick shit, ass so fat, call the shit thick. Girl, you ain't know I like you, wanna wife you. Shit so cool, color ice cube. Be the sugar honey with the ice too. Don't forget T, man, don't forget T and K. Watch from a distance, all you do is slay. Tryna get paid, baby, tryna get paid. I don't wanna fall, but I already did. Exchange your heart with the kid. Damn, I got hurt again. Why always trip, man? Why always trip? You sounding like a melody. I don't understand what you're telling me. Whole different language, whole different melody. Foot to the gas, roasting, I'm pedaling. I'm still meddling, gone for too long. Had to start settling. I've been chilling with Melanie, girl, you my melody. You sounding like a melody. I don't understand what you're telling me. Whole different language, whole different melody. Foot to the gas, roasting, I'm pedaling. I'm still meddling, gone for too long. Had to start settling. I've been chilling with Melanie, girl, you my. Only got 4 minutes, Lord. Tell me what to say, so I get the digits. Tell me all the right words, so I get it. Can't be scared, T, can't be scared. You don't wanna bust plan A, then gotta get a plan B. Whole new language, watch yourself. I'm a little dangerous. Melanie got me going crazy. Love your fragrance, got a list of virtues. Girl, you my patient, gotta have patience. I take time with your lips, yeah, I gotta pace it. Time with the hips, take time with them hips. Girl, 3-course meal, so I dine in them hips. I dive in them hips. You sounding like a melody. I don't understand what you're telling me. Whole different language, whole different melody. Foot to the gas, roasting, I'm pedaling. I'm still meddling, gone for too long. Had to start settling. I've been chilling with Melanie, girl, you my melody. You sounding like a melody. I don't understand what you're telling me. Whole different language, whole different melody. Foot to the gas, roasting, I'm pedaling. I'm still meddling, gone for too long. Had to start settling. I've been chilling with Melanie, girl, you my. Take 5. Yeah.